All right. Let's see what happens next. What's up, guys? I'm Hiori, and here we are to do a breakdown and live reaction and review of chapter 235 of Blue Lock, which is known as The Reason You Were Born. And yo, this chapter better be some gas, dog. You can't have, you cannot have a chapter title that deep and this chapter not be straight gas, but this is peak lock. So obviously it's very likely going to be straight gas. So let's not waste any more time and let's hop right into it. Editing me. Ready. 3, 2, 1, go. What's up, guys? Hunter here. Fun fact, I have it on me, and I keep it on me at all times. Another fun fact, I have no idea how this is gonna go. Like, the reason you were born sounds like an ISAGI goal, right? Right? So, like, maybe we end the game this chapter? Maybe? I don't know. This feels like such a wild card thing. Like, there's no way we're gonna have ISAGI and Kaiser accidentally work together, ball bounces off a block, and then they just score. Right? Right? Like, that. I don't know. I feel like they cannot end the game this chapter, but at the same time, they may end the game this chapter, so I'm a bit excited. Let's hop right into it. Even with ISAGI and Hiori syncing up perfectly, they could not come up with the winning goal as the ball flips into the air, and chaos intensifies on the field. Show us your new winning vision, egoists. So essentially, they're freestyling. From this point on, they are freestyling. Because at least their perfect vision didn't work out all too well. So it makes sense that from now, they're just gotta be like, we do what we do, when we do it, how we do it, why we do it. So let's see how, when, and why they do it. Okay, so wait. Let's read the field. Let's read the field real quick. I'm about to activate my own metavision. Yeah! Let's see. So we got Baro and RU here. It's still crazy seeing Baro playing defense, bro. Like, I know we got a glimpse of it in U20 when Sei was storming back down the field towards the end of the game, but, like, he's really in the penalty box on his own side. This is like revolutionary, dog. I don't think we've ever seen this before. Oh, I do want to give a thank you. I'm going to respond to the comments, but I do want to give a thank you to everybody who explained the power scaling discrepancies to me on how, it makes sense due to the time period and the time frame on how Lorenzo got outplayed, and obviously ISAGI's been further adapting throughout the game, and it wouldn't make perfect sense for ISAGI to not be able to beat Lorenzo at least once if he's beating people like Chris Prince, and on top of that, I do want to give thanks to y'all explaining like the mid-swing thing. I put too much focus on ISAGI like having a whole mental conversation as he saw Kaiser come in to try and steal the ball, but you guys are right. He was at least mid-swing. Meanwhile, Kaiser had to run up, getting shooting position, and fire his shot off. He may have the fastest swing speed in the world, but it wasn't them like swinging at the exact same time, which is where Kaiser probably would have blitzed them. So like, thank you guys so much for that. And that's why I love having y'all in the comments, because I already can't read. I'll be real with you. I already can't read. So any assistance, always appreciated. Please, if you think I've made a mistake, do not be afraid to comment. Because I am more than willing to admit when I am just flat out wrong. And it happens all the time. Even in a series like Blue Lock. Like, I've been wrong many other times, but in a series like Blue Lock, especially since I like soccer, I like football, but I'm not the biggest soccer football fan out there. Your assistance, always appreciated. But let's see. We got Baro and Aryu right here. Ball's up here. It seems like it's floating right above this area. We have ISAGI and Kaiser. I mean, low Kizzle, depending on how this ball falls and where ISAGI gets positioned, he could just go for it again. Same thing with Kaiser. Like, these two live and die off the direct shot. So I wouldn't be shocked if those two madmen just dove in for another one. Aiku's still right back here, and Kuni got the poacher. The poacher's right there. The poacher's right there. Is it Kunigami's time to cook? And look, the ball, I mean, depending on the rotation, he could literally just fire. Here's the thing. The only thing that's got me against Kunigami scoring is the fact that PXG is next. Like, I think everyone knows we're gonna have to see him score on Shido. Like, I think in a similar vein to how I believe it's destined that Ubers has to lose this match, I do believe it is like digi-destined for Kunigami to do something against Shido, have his awakening against Shido, something with Shido. And I don't think the author would want to spoil that, or at least like slightly debuff that sensation in Ubers. Because you can argue maybe he already spoiled that by having Kunigami score in both Barcha and against Manshine. But I think that game break where Kunigami really seems low value, low styling, like if you've been in the fandom, you've seen it. Kunigami's been getting clowned on, fraud, fake Noel Noah, like all that. He's been getting clowned on for a while now. So I think giving us that like multi-month break of breathing room and then having Kunigami pop off during PXG after seeing everyone else evolve, I think that would work really, really well. So he is in perfect position to go buku bonkers, left foot or right foot, but wouldn't be shocked if he still ended up fumbling a little bit. Let's see. To score a goal, we're still one piece short. One piece? Enough time has passed. Okay, no. Oh, wait, shoot, I forgot. It's peak every week. That doesn't count as a drawing. That does not count as a drawing. It's peak every week, y'all. We're pre-drawing. Sorry. I'm so completely shot and I forgot about that. I said I have it on me, I keep it on me at all times, but I forgot. It's peak lock. Peak every week. The chapter has to be worthy. It's gonna be gas. It's gonna be gas. But let's see. Hiori, locked in. Get it! Loose ball! Why don't you get it? Well, I guess it is about to go right out the penalty box, so he needs to stay in the goal. Kunigami versus Ryu. Kunigami should bully Ryu, though. Ryu's so much... The ball's high in the air, though. Ryu's gonna have to win this because I think he is just taller than Kunigami. Is Ryu, except for that one guy, I think he is the tallest player. That one like mountain of a man from third selection. Has he shown up on any team yet? Is he? I don't know if he's existed on any of the teams. I know he's not on BM, but I'm not sure if he's on Ubers or anything like that. I think he may be on PXG. It could be interesting to see him play. I would honestly not mind if PXG was just no randoms. Or actually, no, if it was, like, the randoms were Blue Lock randoms rather than actual France randoms. Because, don't get me wrong, we're gonna see the France randoms again when we run into them in the U20 World Cup. So it would be nice to establish them now and bring them back later. But at the same time, the more time we can get with actual Blue Lock characters, the better. But let's see. Kunigami versus Ryu. If I had to put money on it, actually I don't have money. If I had to put air on it, I do like to breathe, I would probably give it to Ryu just because he's taller and he's much closer to the ball. At least from my understanding of the perspective. Like, if I had to guess, the ball's here, it's floating right here, and it just bounced off his own leg. So he'd probably right here. Kunigami has to charge this much distance, Ryu has to go that much distance. So even with Kunigami's massive physical amp, I think Ryu's more than quick enough and has enough height advantage to just knock it away. Let's see. Look at that. That's crazy. But once again, that's very impressive on Kunigami's part. I mean, I guess it's not too crazy. You could argue it's even more impressive. They essentially ran the same distance when you're looking at it like this. Like, Ryu went from here, right behind the penalty line, to right on it. And then here, Kunigami went to here. So, like, Kunigami still traveled a slightly further distance, but Ryu had to leap out the way. So that's once again, Ryu, I feel like the biggest like washouts that have existed from the previous top 6 of Blue Lock are Ryu, and well, Ryu wasn't in the top 6 by the time third selection came around, but he was in the top 3. He was literally, I think, number 3 or number 2 at the end of second selection or at the start of second selection, and the other one is Otoya. Otoya is the other top 5, top 6 member that kind of just fell off rapidly. So it's good to see Ryu still have his moments. Do I still wish he had more of a flexible role with something closer to a striker? Yeah. Do I understand why he's in a defensive position? Absolutely. Like, only someone like him could do something like this. Even Barra would likely struggle to get that immediate airtime. He has much better experience with the header anyway. So, like, he's in a good spot. I'm excited to see him on the Blue Lock 11. Once again, I'm probably going to wait until a little bit into PXG so I can see the chemistry between Rin and Shido. If they have any chemistry at all, then you know what my U20 team's going to look like. But I need to wait until then because those two pieces are way too important to build a U20 team beforehand. Even though in the past 3 games we have a pretty solid crew already, still, I want to wait for the goods. You know what I'm talking about? I need to wait for the goods. But let's see. Ugh. Yeah, see, look, Kunigami even knows he's... I don't want to say he's washed or anything like that. I don't want to say Kunigami is irrelevant. Like, being there is good. But for someone who went through Wild Card, for him to kind of... I don't want to say he immediately got power crept despite getting a massive amp, but, like, he got Super Saiyan. You know what I mean? Like from Namek Saga to the Android Saga, Super Saiyans got power crept nigh on instantaneously. You had a little bit of it, like obviously Trunks destroyed Frieza, Super Saiyan Goku was still stronger than Trunks, and obviously the Super Saiyans were more than enough to deal with Androids 19 and 20. But when Android 18 and Android 17 dropped, new meta dropped, Super Saiyans were irrelevant. And it feels like that happened to Kunigami. He had his moment, like when he was first reintroduced post Wildcard. Heck, even when he was introduced fresh out the Wildcard, when we were first building to the Neo Ego Twist League, he was looking jacked. He was looking juicy. I think he was number 3 overall on BM in terms of stats. Literally just behind Ness and Kaiser, two extremely high world-class players. And he had his moments where he was showing like physical dominance in Barcha, and obviously he scored that goal. But I think Manshine, and especially this game, has sort of been his Android 17 and 18. He put up a half-decent fight in Manshine. He did a good job kind of securing that goal that ISAGI had to send through Kaiser's legs. And this game, he's like Super Saiyan Vegeta against Android 18. He's just worthless, which is unfortunate. But obviously, once again, like I say, I'm not always good at predicting plots. Heavens forbid, look at me reading JJK. But I feel like this one, I see the motion. I see the vision. I think the fandom sees the vision too. So I'm assuming he's gonna take all these losses, this endless L that was this game essentially, and really lock in for PXG, because it's the rematch against Shido. If I had to guess. Let's see. Ugh. Not yet. Move. Ah! I love it. I love their different mentalities. Aiku's like, oh no, it's still in play. And meanwhile, Kaiser's like, it's still in play. And they say it in 2 entirely different ways. You can see the difference in mentality. And once again, you can see the difference in conditioning. Like, obviously, I know that sweat doesn't always indicate, like, actual exertion. There are just some people who are built different. Like, I know people, I've met them, they can run, like, miles. And I mean run. I don't mean, like, run or jog. No, like, straight darn near sprint miles. And insane speeds. They're monsters. So, obviously, on a high-level field like Kaiser's in the new Gen World 11, it makes sense that he's not sweating, but look at Aiku. Full-grown man. A beast and a monster of himself, and even he's dripping. Though you can definitely argue Aiku's been moving about on the field a whole lot more, but even still, Kaiser's been getting in work, too. So the sweat, the still definitive lack of sweat really shows the difference in caliber. Everyone else on the field is sweating, maybe not Ness, but every single person on the field is sweating except for Kaiser, maybe Ness, and Lorenzo. And 2 of those 3 are new Gen World 11, showing the caliber of difference between them and the rest of the world, which is nice. Nice. Ooh, they're competing against each other. Oh, that's honestly, that's a matchup I never really thought I'd see, but I like it. I feel like this is going to happen again. Like if we run into Kaiser in the U20, which I think we're going to, I think it'd be inevitable. Honestly, building towards the Kaiser rematch, it'll be like 300 chapters from now. No, in our luck. But I can see it. So this is a matchup that's destined to happen, especially since Olivier Aiku, he's part of the Blue Light program now. You know he's gonna be on our side. Unlike someone like Sei, who's pretty like unconfirmed whether or not he'll play for the U20 of Japan, Aiku's there. He's locked in. But let's see. And it's interesting. Once again, Kaiser, he's not the beefiest dude out there. He's pretty slim built. But the fact that he's neutralizing with Aiku, a notorious game demon, like that's very, very impressive on his end. Oh, but Isagi charged in. Ooh, and I mean, to be fair, it's for like half a second, but he held off Barrow. That's crazy. Barrow's a beast. Like, I think legitimately, you put 3 of me against Barrow, and Barrow may come out on that. And like, admittedly, I'm like 4-2, but still, pretty impressive that Isagi was able to hold him back at all. But who's he kicking it to? Oh, Hiori? Scrumptious, the smooth combo. Scrumdiddlyumptious. Okay. So let's read the field again. Sharingan, or Metagon. Okay, so we got Isagi, Kaiser, Aiku right here. Barrow's right there. So Barrow could easily hop right back on defense. Here's the goalie. Nico's here. So Nico's probably going to immediately go into the press on Hiori just to keep the pressure up on him and try and limit his options. Unfortunately, this is like very close range, so one of Hiori's biggest skill sets is gonna kind of be locked off, but he could get to dribbling. This could get chaotic. One more! I don't know though, bro. Like, nothing's changed though. You both realize that you need that extra piece, that extra proper thing to really get active. But y'all haven't changed that. You're in the same position as before. What's going to stop Baro and RU from just reappearing like they did before? And where's Lorenzo? I know he fell, but you know Broski's back up already. So Lorenzo is probably now going to be an active threat too. So this, it's not as simple as that, Isagi, my boy. It may not just be a one more. You got to turn that metavision back on. Let's see. Isagi-kun's asking for the ball. He still believes in me. Aww. Aww. See, this is unfortunate. Like, usually I can find a lot of things to relate to, but I'll admit. Actually, no, I can relate to this as well. I always got a story for everything. I still remember when me and my boy, we were running duos. And admittedly, I don't know what was happening the first 3 games. We were playing a money match too, so like this was big online. Don't play money matches if you want your money, because I swear your skill level will just drop. It was a 1st to 5 money match. First 3 games I sold horrifically. Your boy was playing his main. I was playing him. I promise. And this was back in Smash 4. This was pre-Smash 5, so you can tell it's a while back now. But playing Smash 4, he was playing Mario, I was playing Sonic. And we used to spar all the time. We knew each other's playstyles in and out, but for some reason, I was just playing like hot garbage for those first 3 matches. All it took was 2 more. He looked at me after we nearly got 3 stocks. Like, I think we took 2 stocks off of one guy and 1 stock off the other one. And he looked at me and said, lock in. You got this. And we barely lost the money match though. Like, I wish I could say we came out on good side, but unfortunately, not all my stories ended in a positive thing. But I did get it 4. I got 4 games off. It was down to like the final match, but I folded right there at the final match. Like, I'm not even gonna lie, your boy folded under pressure. So if you're gonna run money matches with me, no, I'll probably sell right there at the end. So don't have me as your duo partner. But I understand the feeling of like, he still believes even after I fumble. But to be fair, that's not even entirely Hiori's fault. I get why, because he's so focused on his own placement in the world and stuff like that. But like, Hiori, you are not the reason that goal didn't happen. Kaiser was the one that came out of nowhere and used the holes in your metavision. Oh, that was another thing. Someone had mentioned we had seen Kaiser used the darkness of metavision before, and that is true. He has appeared from the shadows before, but then Isagi noticed him, at least if I remember properly, back in Manshine, because that's when he like outplayed Kaiser, because Kaiser came from the darkness, and then Isagi was like, oh, you forgot, Noel Noah's here, and just sent the ball away. But once again, I need to reread Manshine, I need to reread Barcha. I do want to make like full play-by-play analyses of those, especially considering I started in the middle of Manshine, and thusly, my opinion on the back half of the match is lost to time. Or at least my fresh opinion. Let's see. He'll reset our attack, surpass our previous winning vision, create a new attack pattern. That's interesting. I don't know. And this is why I could never be like a good soccer player. I'd just be desperate. In this moment, especially, I'm right in front of the penalty box. Nah, dog. We're just scoring. Nah. So the fact that Hiori is able to stay calm and lock in is a really good testament to how solid he is as a producer, as the last chapter called him. Let's see. Surpass the English. I swear, this pencil man cannot read. Surpass the expectations Isagi-kun has for me. Oh, the metavision's back on. All right. Once again, Metagon. Goalie, same spot, obviously. Ryu and Kunigami, same spot. Ooh, Baro's charging in, but then again, he was just with Isagi. That makes sense. Kaiser Aiku, that makes sense. Who's this guy? Is that Senda? Where's Lorenzo, dog? Because that's Aiku. Oh, no. That may be Lorenzo. Hold on. Wait a minute. Oh, wait, no, that's Nico. And then that's Ness. Lorenzo, where are you? Is he gonna appear from somebody's shadow again? Because that's still my one issue with that him blocking the Kaiser Impact. I think it's metal. It's cool that Kaiser Impact can be blocked, but I swear, bro appeared from the Shadow Realm. He should be here. Like he was not styled on that far ago, and like Isagi styled on Aiku too, and Aiku's right here. So Lorenzo, he's got to be like right here off panel somewhere. There's no way, bro, just vanished into the Shadow Realm again. Let's see. Because the reason I'm so attentive with it when it comes to Blue Lock in particular, because you may be like, well, pencil, you never, especially if you watch multiple of the series that I do review or talk about, you rarely hear me mention, oh, where's this character earlier on in the chapter? Where's the positioning? It's because Nomura Sensei is very particular. Like notably, if a character is going to appear to do something, you can go back in most of their chapters and you will see that character there. It's just that usually on a read through, you're looking through the text, you're getting the general image, and you're moving forward. But with Nomura, sometimes you really got to lock in and look through to see where a character's coming from. So that's why you always see me activating my Metagon to see if I can figure it out. But let's see. Isagi-kun asked for me. That's it. Shoot, yo. We expect great things from you. Become number one, yo. Hear me, number one. We believe in you. Ah. Interesting, though. Interesting that his ego has popped up now. Or at least the old ego. He threw it away. He broke it off. But of course, it's hard to break shackles. Like, what's a comparative example? I love dessert. Sugar. What's that character from Men in Black 1? Like, sugar. I love sugar. Like, legitimately, I do. Sugar isn't good. At least not in excess. So I've been fighting off the urge, the desire, but it's so easy to rebound. Dog. You walk into that one store, you go into the convenience store to pick up something completely different, and you see that cinnamon roll sitting right there in that packaging for a little 99 cents. In this economy, a whole cinnamon roll for 99 cents looks so scrumptious. I'm put in that position. I got an itch. I gotta fight it. Like, I understand that feeling of where it comes back to you. The opportunity presents itself. Hiori has the ball, and look at this field. Sure, it's very far. Like, presumably the penalty line is somewhere around here, at least where these characters are. Maybe even all the way back here. So it's a little logistically impossible for him to shoot from here. But all he has to do, we've seen he can dribble like a madman. Juke Nico right here. Work around Kaiser, Aiku, Isagi, and Bara, which will be difficult. But send that lefty shot firing. His brain, something that's been trained for all these years to not be subservient. The brain that's been trained all these years to be number one. Take the shot. Do it. Obviously, no matter how much someone else inspires you in that moment, you're gonna fall back on old habits. You're gonna want to take the shot. Like, even for a more video game based example, not my sweet endless desire for shot. Like, I still mash horribly in Dragon Ball FighterZ. Endlessly. I am the Omni Masher. Unironically, I mash to the end of days. It's literally just how I am. Like, I know block strings. I know combos. I've been training to get more optimal combos. I've spent hours in training mode just, okay, this is the optimal. The moment I get an online match, the moment I play with my friend, muscle memory just pops right back out. Like just straight back out. It'll be like, no, you're going to do this most basic combo. GT Goku, especially, since I'm trying to play my old main team again, SSJ, Blue Goku, GT Goku mid, Trunks anchor. GT Goku, you can now jump cancel his H, his mid-air H. You don't have to send him with power pole and do fancy stuff. No, you can jump cancel. But still, I do the generic down M, light M, power pole, blah blah blah, and blah. That's how I still do it, even though I know the more optimal thing to do is just to jump cancel the heavy and then do the rest of the power pole and then do the rest of the end of the combo. But those habits, they're built into me, and those are habits that I formed when I started playing fighters like 3 years ago. Like, I think I really started getting into fighters after season 2 started to come out. So that's like 3 years old. Hiori's been trained like this since birth. birth, or at least maybe not birth, but from the moment he was able to kick a soccer ball, bro's had this instilled in him. So this makes sense that he's rebounding in a sense. The opportunity presents himself. He feels the itch. He wants to go for the unoptimal combo. But let's see. From the start, my parents heaped expectations on me. I hated that. I even came to Blue Lock to escape those expectations. He's gonna fumble. He's gonna try and take the shot, and he's gonna fumble. But right now, isn't all I'm doing trying to live up to Isagi-kun's expectations? You literally said exceed it. Now hold on, buddy. Surpass the expectations. And here's my thing, right? I'm a guy who has high expectations that I put on myself. That's what I did. So I don't know. Once again, I've mentioned this before. I cannot relate to Hiori and my parents. My parents love them. They literally said, don't fail. That's the only expectation they had of me in life. Not even just in school, just in life. Don't fail. Don't go to jail. You're good. So I don't get it. But at least for expectations you place upon yourself. Like, for me, I expect to at least post once a day on YouTube. At least. I fumble sometimes. But I try to post once a day. If I'm feeling extra spicy, twice a day. Because that's an expectation I've placed on myself. I want to be able to provide you as much content. As a content creator who is and was a content consumer, I know that I want my favorite creators to post more often than not. So I try to post as much as possible. But those are expectations I've taken on myself. But it looks like Hiori cannot distinguish between expectations that were put upon himself by himself, such as his expectations for working with Isagi, and expectations in general, like the ones that were placed upon him by his parents for all those years. So he's currently stuck in this limbo-esque state where the expectations, just simply the word, the idea, the concept of them are weighing him down, which is a very interesting conflict for him to have. Pass it, Hiori! Look at the bro's fiending for it. He's itching for it. He really wants it. But are you even in a position to receive it? Like, Isagi, that does not look like a safe place to pass. Like, I mean, I guess left foot, he could send it, like, in this arcing motion right around here to try and get it to you. But in order for you to score, well, he moves here, so maybe he isn't in this position. But in order for you to score, dog, you're gonna need to... You got a lot of people to get through, buddy. You got to get through him. Like, dog. You got a lot to fight through, but let's see. I don't hate Isagi-kun's expectations for... Yup, see? He doesn't hate him, but just the idea of expectations themselves, those great expectations, it doesn't work. So what's the right answer? The right answer, at least in this position, is to pass. Like, Hiori, have we ever seen you score? Like, you made it through the 100 goals test, so you have bare minimum 100 goals. Like, no, have we ever seen you score? I don't know, bro. Don't take the shot. But obviously, he's probably going to take the shot. The right answer. Shh. Is that ego? I recognize that crescent smile anywhere. Is that my boy Ego? What's he got to say? Isn't that what a striker is all about? Oh, interesting. That's cool. You know what? I like that, though. I like that. This thing that ended up saving Hiori. Once again, if he scores, maybe it goes bonkers. Maybe he actually is about to score here and change his whole narrative. It's going to be super interesting. But if he fails here, this place, this escape, this literal escapism. I've been watching too many Deltarune videos. So escapism, diegetic, all those words are just flowing through my mind. But the escapism that is Blue Lock, that ego, that twisted idea, the most basic fundamental of becoming the world's #1 striker. It's possessing him. And notably, look at how... Oh, actually, no. They don't have the black speech bubbles. Interesting. They're coated in black. They're coated in darkness and that evil malice to them. But Ego's the only one who has those black speech bubbles with the white text. That corrupted, that most base idea. That Ego, I mean, I guess you could argue he's technically for in the idea that Blue Lock is to create the world's #1 striker. But we've seen by how Ego's positioned other people, how he's repositioned them, how he's allowing them to find their own path, with Nico wanting to become a defender. Aryu developing as a defender. I can't say Baro, but Reo developing into a midfielder and supporting Nagi specifically. Machira having character development, Otoya having character development. Blue Lock isn't just about making strikers. That may be the tagline, that may be the thing that gets the clicks, but It's about developing all types of players. But it looks like the idea of becoming number one, which is being enforced by both not just his parents, but also Ego himself. That dark, twisted ego is going to make Hiori fumble. I can smell it. I can taste it even. Let's see. Ah, that's right. This is Blue Lock. The missing piece is my shooting ability? I mean, I can see how in the heat of the moment you can interpret it as that, but it's clear that you and Isagi both realize that your duo, your unison, your gang was missing a piece. Not you individually or Isagi individually. If y'all could just shoot better, I guess it would be easier, but clearly that's not it. But let's see. Hiori, look at me! Where is that from? Look at me! I forget. Ashley! Oh, there it is. It's from The Boys. My brain was like, I know that's a pop culture reference. Which one is it from? And I honestly love that. I used to be able to do that really, really well. I remember first watching that show and being like, wait a minute, I can steal that. And I didn't, for like months straight after that scene came out, I was consistently going, look at me, Ashley! But I can't do it as well anymore. I need to re-listen to the original clip because I forget the actor's name, but that is fantastic delivery from Homelander. Let's see. No, it's because of Isagi-kun that I managed to get this far. It is true. He wouldn't be on the field without Isagi. Give it! I love how angry Isagi's getting. He's like, bro, give it to me. But let's see. Ooh, he's moving past Aiku too? That's wild. Shoot. Interesting. Ego, and that's wild too. Ego has gone from this monster akin to his parents to immediately being something logical, a path, a duology, a similar path that Baro once had to walk down in second selection, where he could either walk the path of the striker, give in to the darkness that is inherently implied by that dark, twisted striker ego, that shadow that he needs to dive into, shown by the black text box, or walk down a path of light, quote unquote. But for Baro, light meant death, giving up, succeeding himself to a superior individual. And Baro's character is fundamentally opposed to that. But the question is, what is Hiori's character fundamentally opposed to? Is he willing to be the producer, not the movie star? Or is he too desperate? And does he really need to be the star himself? Are his parents right that deep down he really wants to be the person that is number one? Or is he simply living his parents and through ego's twisted ideology of being number one by sacrificing all logic? A scrumptious question. Let's see. What is the right choice? Believe in yourself. Yo, bro's having 15 billion different flashbacks right now. Nico, you ain't reached bro yet? I get it. This is probably all happening in like half a second. Like, I feel like everyone's had one of those moments where like time seems to slow down. Not like the life flashing before your eyes moment. I hope most people haven't run into that, because that usually assumes you're like on the verge of going. But I feel like everyone's had one of those moments, especially in sort of any physical environment where like time slows down. Your perception leaps up to like infinity and you're like, I see it all. And you start to recollect. Though usually, unlike Hiori, who's going through like different options and choices on what to do here, and different people who have fostered those options and built that path for him, typically whenever that's happened to me, when I'm in like that, I guess it is kind of a flow state, or like at least an extremely heightened consciousness state. For me, it's not just old-fashioned, I need to think on everything that led me here. It's like, I need to think on everything that specifically is remotely similar to this situation to see how I can figure it out. Admittedly, though, in the main sport I played when I was younger, track, that was not much of a consideration. Because it was like, put foot in front of the other as fast as humanly possible. That was my main thing. The only time I ever had to think about it was when we were doing something like a 4x4 or a 4x2 or 4x1, 4x2, and occasionally the 4x4, where it was like, homie, I'm the third leg. We've already folded in. Homie's right in front of me. If I'm able to accelerate to top speed, I can dodge around him and get in front of him, prepare the handoff. That's the only time where it's like, how many times have I done this? How can I click in, lock in, dive around this individual, yet not lose speed, and then pick up speed? Like, that's when the main ideas I can remember of like locking in to the absolute, the state of delicious, scrumptious flow. Let's see. Find something that truly gets your blood pumping. If you don't start there, you'll keep running in circles, idiot. This is also a matchup I'm very interested to see. I mentioned it before, but I hate when my voice just cuts off. But I am very excited to see Karasu and Hiori meet up in the next life. Some Axel from Kingdom Hearts 2 type. But legitimately, I'm very interested to see how these two interact. I get it now. I don't know, bro. Your eyes ain't looking quite meta. Until now, I never took my future into my own hands. I let my parents decide my future. I blamed them and ran away when things didn't go right for me. Because if I did that, I wouldn't get hurt. The missing piece. No one will love or care about me. I was afraid of being alone. Ooh! That's true, though. I was afraid of being alone and abandoned. But you can't blame a child for that, though. Like, obviously. Like, I would be afraid of being alone and abandoned if I knew the entire, I guess, the entire stability of my parents' marriage was based on how I performed at a specific thing. Yeah, I would be afraid of being alone and abandoned. I would be afraid of being alone and abandoned if all I was told my entire life was, you will be alone and abandoned if you do not succeed in this very specific thing. Like, I don't know. I mean, I can't blame Hiori for thinking that way, though. For being afraid of being alone. Because, like, humans are fundamentally social creatures anyway. So, like, being alone is not actually that healthy. That's why, honestly, I'd say solitary confinement is the worst punishment you can give a human being. Leaving them with nothing but themselves. And maybe, like, food. They will go insane. Unless they're already insane, they will go insane. It is hard to not talk to people for an extended period of time. And this is coming from a guy who's, like, I think the technical term is ambivert. Like, obviously you can tell by what I do and what I want to make my main profession. I'm more than willing to be extroverted, but I'm a guy who perfectly fine with just chilling in solo. Like, I still have so many games I need to sit down and, like, sacrifice the whole weekend to. But, yeah, and I know, like, despite me being somewhat introverted, I know I got that feeling. I need to be able to communicate with people. So I understand Hiori's fundamental fear of being alone, because it's built into who we are as creatures. Let's see. I'm genuinely pathetic. I pretend I'm a stoic person. I'm just a coward who keeps running away. Talk that self-denial talk, that self-hatred talk. Okay, Hiori, from now on, I won't hide behind people's expectations of me. Ooh? Okay. I'm only gonna believe in myself. If I end up being alone and abandoned after that, then that's fine by me. If I truly was born for the sole purpose of playing football. But see, now I'm a little confused with the messaging. He's entering flow. Is he gonna score? Like, he bro's in flow right now. And this is pure flow. This isn't that false flow that the Black Skeller is. He has the flow irises. I guess this is his gamble. This is the final way to break away from those chains. He's not gonna blame anyone else but himself if he fails. So I suppose this is the moment. He's literally gambling everything on this shot. He just like Baro for real. Let's see. Boom! Look at how buttery it is. This shot will be my answer. Wow. Great. Okay. It's about to go crazy. Let's see. This is it. Hiori? Uh-oh. I see the puzzle pieces coming. I don't think Hiori's got this one, ladies and gentlemen. Because if you see the puzzle pieces, you know he's about to devour something. Do I have to put pause on that? I don't think I have to put pause on that. Let's see. Ball gets sent flying. Isagi's reading it. Hiori. Ooh! Flew right on by him. No care, no hesitation. Straight shot. He shot it? Oh my, didn't see that. Well, wait! Where did you come from? Lorenzo, you weren't here in this entire... Hold on, bro. Hold up. Hold up. Hold on, bro. Where'd you come from? Where'd you come from, bucko? Where'd you... I did not see you at all. Whose shadow did you spawn out of? Bro thinks he's Megumi. Bro thinks he's a Zenin. Got the 10 shadows technique on lock. Where'd you come from? You were not here. I swear you were not here. Hold on, now I gotta go back and check the whole chapter. Where was bro? I get it. Maybe some time has passed, but like, I don't think enough time has passed. I really don't. So, dog, where did you come from? Bro, jump scared. Lorenzo, where, in like, he's right here by Kaiser. Hold on, let me go back. Sorry, Hiori. I know we're in a big character development moment for you, but also do I not think you're going to score. I am just concerned. Where did you come from? Hold on. He's got to be like over here. He must be like somewhere off screen. Sendo's here. He's got to be somewhere off screen. I just have no idea where. That's crazy. Where did bro come from? But let's see. He shot it? Oh my, didn't see that one coming. Oh, I love how, and this is super subconscious. I know Kaiser hates it. You can even tell by his, but he's accidentally working together with Lorenzo because he wants the final goal. They're both working to block it, but obviously it looks like they missed. Let's see. But I don't know, unless the goalie can react to it, unless the goalie's a clutch demon, I have no idea how they're about to do this, how they're about to save this. No way, dog! Why? Why? Why does it have to be him, dog? Why? What? Do I have to start liking Sendo now? And this is gonna be this is his second major clutch save. I think I'm gonna be legally obligated to start liking Sendo now. Bro, what? Who's gonna be my second least favorite character then, Sendo? With your red hair. Dog. Why you gotta do this to me? It's so much easier when I can hate you, but he's about to come here and stop the plot. He's not Igaguri, bro. He's better. Yo, is he really gonna save this? Noria! Bro's but like Ganondorf. Okay. Look at the whole crew running in. We got Isagi, Kaiser, Lorenzo. I can't tell who that is back there. Aryu, Kunigami, and Sendo. The leap. Okay, this does seem a little bit weird though. I'm gonna mention it. Hiori's clearly shooting. You can even see it all the way back here. If he's gonna shoot, he's clearly shooting for the upper left-hand side of the goal. Maybe you could argue it's the curve on it or something like that. But like, look at where the ball is going here. It looks like it's going towards the left here. Like, it looks like it is straight up heading for the upper left-hand part of the goal. But then on this page, the ball seems way more centered, and they seem way too middle focused for Sendo to actually block this. But maybe he won't. Maybe it will actually miss. So let's see, he leaps, the goalkeeper dives. A mistake. Bro, in what universe was that ball going low? But let's see. The flick of his foot. Okay, yeah. That's crazy. Sendo's just him, bro. Bro really was the best defender of the U20 all along. That is crazy. That is crazy. Bro pulled an ISAGI, realistically. He ended up working with the goalkeeper and stopping a shot, bounced it off the top, bounced it off the bottom, and sent the ball into free fall. Why am I low-key bar? But dog, Sendo, I apologize, man. You're kind of empathy. Igaguri needs to take notes. Igaguri. I don't think there's anything you could do to make you any more than my least favorite character by like 15 miles. But take some notes, bro. Take some notes. You need to take some notes. Because that's crazy. The bounce into the bounce into the bounce, dog. By the flick of the foot, too. That's the crazy thing. He whiffed, but he flicked his foot up in time to bounce it off. That's a wild gamble he took right there. Lost into the darkness of despair. Shooting it was not it. Whoa! So close! When I said take notes, I didn't mean speak, bro. Who gave you the right to speak? Let's say, nice, Sendo! I think it looked a little bit off in that shot. I knew it. I wasn't a person born to play football after all. Whoa. Wait. We didn't say all that. You just weren't built to be a striker, bro. You just weren't. Then again, Isagi didn't look like he was. But darn, Hiori's ego's crushed. That's unless something happens, I think he's done, bro. But no, he has to keep playing. There's no way we're gonna sack all this time. We're gonna chunk multiple chapters. We're gonna build all this hype for Hiori coming in, and he does not succeed in some way. There's no way we're starting off PXG with Hiori and Isagi benched. There's no way. Let's see. Nice, Hiori. I found yo. What? Bro said fine. I'll eat the leftovers. It'll be scrumdiddlyumptious. And he's in that crystal clear flow. Game's over. Game's over. I swear, if this game does not end next chapter, I'm gonna keep reading the chapter after that still, because this is wow. At last, Sendo tips Hiori's shot onto a crossbar to help the game tied at 2-2. Oh no, to keep the game tied at 2-2, even though things haven't gone as planned for Hiori. Oh, even though things haven't gone as planned, Hiori may have given Isagi a clue to his missing piece. Now, it's time to take charge of the chaos and score the winning goal with your missing piece, Igor. He's scoring next chapter. He has to score next chapter. You know what this reminds me of? Entering flow, the ball high in the air. Isagi went and notice what I mentioned earlier. Look at bro's positioning. He may be in a different position from this, but let me cook. He's facing away from the goal. What if bro pulled a Shido right now? What if he pulled that Shido, that Kaiser? What if we got 2 bicycle kicks in one game, bro? It makes absolutely no. It can't happen. But if it did, it may get tragic. You bad it. You know it's automatic. But dog, to be gained in chapter 236, Sayonara. That's the end. Sayonara to the Ubers game. So hold on. Oh yeah, this chapter's worthy. And let me tell you why, ladies and gentlemen. Let me tell you why. So first things first. I really like RU getting time to shine. I know there's such a weird thing. I definitely don't talk about RU as much as I should, or at all. Really, does he deserve to be talked about? I don't know. I just like seeing Kunigami and RU interact. Specifically RU, considering he's a character that's constantly in the fall-off discussions. Seeing him not specifically fall off, really neat. I like it. Seeing Olivier and Kaiser go head-to-head. Unexpected. Should have expected it. But really nice. I don't know. This is an interaction I never thought I'd see until the actual U20. But no, we're getting it right now. I really like it. Maybe he'll use this as experience to deal with Kaiser in the future. Isagi coming in and reading, holding off Baro, fantastic. Hiori coming in clutch, fantastic. Hiori having this complicated, unbelievable mental crisis in this one moment. All the old habits coming to bear, the years upon years of instillment of a specific ideology, clashing with the newer ideology that he's developed for himself, clashing with the older yet newer ideology that's set up by Ego himself, the light and the dark path presenting it to himself. Hiori choosing to walk down the path of darkness only to be consumed, seemingly enough, by the light, by Isagi at the very end. Just a Omega W chapter. But that's what I think. Please tell me what you guys think in the comment section down below. Thank you guys so much for watching. Please remember to leave a like, share, comment, and subscribe. And make sure you hit that little notification bell so you do not miss out on any videos that come to the channel. Also, I do have a Patreon down below where you can support for as low as $1 a month. Get things like exclusive videos, early content, and more. You also now become a member of the channel for as low as $3 a month to get the same perks and more. Now, thank you guys so much for watching once again, and I hope you guys have a wonderful day. This is Dago the Pencil, writing off. I'd like to give a thank you to our $3 members, Recliner Plays, Red Wolf 4765, and Perp Skills. I'd like to give another thank you to our $5 patrons, Sean, Red Wolf 4765, Midnight Gem Lord, Kevin, and Demix LND. I'd like to give another very big thank you to our $10 patrons, Robbie Ochia and iDemoComic. I'd like to give a hefty thank you to our $25 member, Alex Ice Rose. I'd like to give another gargantuan thank you to our $25 patrons, Igneal and Calvin Elder.